Hey, welcome back. Hope everybody's having a great day, and thank you so much for joining me talking all things Masters of the Universe. Today, guys, I've been kind of fun to once again go back and do another MasterVerse versus Origins video, taking an iconic character, which in this case we have HORDAK, the new Ethereum version of HORDAK, going up against his cartoon collection version from Origins. We'll take a look at the figures, the packaging, the artwork they come with, the figures themselves, and basically asking the question, which one do you prefer? Which one do you like more? The MasterVerse version or the Origins version? Alright, now if you are new to my channel or first time watching, hope you will subscribe afterwards. Hope you hit that like button, and thank you so much for doing that. Hit the notification bell, we'll upload new videos, and please share this video. There's a passion and a love for collecting all things Masters of the Universe. Without further ado, let's take a look at HORDAK. And of course, we always start with the MasterVerse version right here, the new Ethereum variant of him right here. Alright, so here he is. Once again, one of the newer members of the MasterVerse line. And of course, with HORDAK, you get amazing figures from MasterVerse and in Origins too, guys. Alright, so this is going to be a hard, versus mode here. And I will give you my opinion on the end of this, which one I prefer, MasterVerse version or the Origins version here. Alright, but here we go. We got the Mattel logo here, 6 and up, of course 30 points of articulation, MasterVerse of course, and there's old HORDAK right there, looking amazing right there. Got the She-Ra 40th anniversary sticker right there. Got the Horde bats right there, or dragons, or I think they're bats. And there he is, there's old HORDAK right there. Very nice. Beautiful glamour shot right there. Master of the Universe, the new Ethereum variant of him. HORDAK right there. It is to note, too, guys, that the MasterVerse version did give us a Filmation-style variant, or the Prince of the Power version of HORDAK, a while ago. I think for He-Man's 40th anniversary, I believe, as the deluxe figure. Alright. Absolutely amazing. Side shot of him right there, of course. Looks beautiful. Gorgeous artwork. You can't fault Mattel and Masters for their artwork, because their artwork's always amazing. They do just an amazing job with their artwork, with the MasterVerse and in Origins too. Alright. There he is right there, the live action version right there. Blended in, beautiful artwork, and you can see he's standing in front of the Fright Zone right there. Goes to the staff right there. Shield. They're looking nice. Of course, the cross cell. Alright. And speaking of MasterVerse, I should have Wave 18 very soon in my hands. They have shipped out to me, everybody, and hopefully I will have those versions, that wave, very soon to do reviews on. Alright, so stay tuned. Alright. Of course, the shot right there. Alright. And here he is. Here's old... There he is. Looks amazing, guys. I mean, just incredible. Look at the blast effect with against the light right there. That's beautiful. Now, to note, the blast effect here does not come with this version of HORDAK here, unfortunately, which is, I feel, one of the main downsides of this version of HORDAK. They could have done so many great things with this arm cannon. They could have given us a blast effect. Now, the blast effect is part of that Prince of Power variant of HORDAK, which I talked about earlier in the video. That came with that version. But look at that. I love the blast effect with the light beautifully. But you could have done the blast effect. You could have done some like Hurricane HORDAK versions too that you could plug and play as well, even that version. But all in all, this is an amazing version of HORDAK, a much improved variant, one of the other ones in the past that we have gotten from MasterVerse. From the head sculpt, from the look, I love the bat wings. And the wings, the Horde bat wings, I feel like there's something, a new thing they've given us lately with HORDAK, especially with his Turtles of Grayskull version of him. Beautifully detailed. The head sculpt looks great. Shield, everything, amazing. Just absolutely amazing, guys. Now, one thing I do like, that both versions of HORDAK, we're going to take a look, you have full movement of the head sculpt, which is a plus to me. Because in the other variants of HORDAK that we have gotten through MasterVerse and Origins, his head sculpt or head movements were very limited because it was a part of his overall armor of him, right? But this version and the Filmation cartoon version has full movement and head sculpt right there. Got the detail right there. Amazing. Just incredible, guys. Turn them in the back here. And of course the wings are fully articulated, you guys. See if I can get that same type of shine in the wings. See-through, transparent plastic for the wings. Incredible. Just absolutely amazing. They did an amazing job with this new Etheria version. And I am looking forward to getting more Etheria variants in this line from MasterVerse. Just like the new Eternia variants that we've gotten from MasterVerse, they have done an incredible job with the detail and looks of these figures. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Alright. Alright, now moving on to his Origins variant here, guys. Alright. So here we go. He might fall. So here he is. And just like his Masters version, he is a part of the She-Ra 40th anniversary sticker right there. Alright. Got the HORDAK symbol right there, or head sculpt right there, illuminating over Grayskull being attacked. You got He-Man, the Master Universe. HORDAK, you got the same type of bats right there. Alright, looking beautiful. Alright. Now I do prefer this artwork compared to this one because I love the fire, I love the smoke, I love Eternia being in danger and being attacked by the Horde, and seeing HORDAK's, you know, overall, like, standing over Grayskull about to attack, you know, attack it and stuff. I love that ruthless leader of the evil Horde. There he is. There's HORDAK right there in his Filmation Glory, or cartoon collection right there. Alright. Got the Mattel logo here. Beautiful, as always. First little, of course, this is from the episode right here of the Princess Power called the Time. Oh yeah, Loki lends a hand, and this is one of those episodes where everyone's frozen and Loki has to go to Eternia to ask for He-Man for help. All right, there he is, looking beautiful. Of course, the cross cell of the other figures in this particular wave, looking very nice. All right. Let's get it. Old HORDAK here. Now, the only accessory that comes with HORDAK, as you can see, is the time stop device. It's a very plastic looking with a handle here. Nothing too. It's a plain Jane little orb, you know, type of thing. Nothing very fancy about it. You just hold it in his hand right there, and that's it. That's basically what he comes with, which to me is a major misstep here. Now, the figure itself. Let's talk about the figure itself. Amazing. I mean, they captured his Filmation style beautifully with this figure. With the look of him, the style, right out of the Filmation cartoon. Like he just jumped out of the screen to us. I mean, amazing. I love the blue. I love the black. I love the white image. And the white head sculpt right here. Full movement, like his new Etheria version right here. The detail was incredible. All right. Now, it would have been nice to get some of the Horde symbols right here. On the back. Now, of course, we have gotten many different variants of HORDAK through the Origins line. You know, I'm looking at you, you know, Hurricane. I'm looking at you, Buzzsaw. You know, I'm looking at the original retail version of HORDAK. Even this version of HORDAK, which we see like on a daily basis, straight ahead right here, guys, that has a more of a Filmation style look to him from that 4-pack here. What did come with a blaster, by the way. So to not give HORDAK a blaster in this with this version, I think is a major misstep, personally. All right, something like a weapon of choice, not just a time stop device, which is a cool thing to have. But to not give us anything, a type of a weapon for him, even a staff or something like that, you know, that we've gotten from other variants of HORDAK over the years from MasterVerse, I think that could have been a misstep. But overall, the look of him is incredible. The detail is beautiful with this version of HORDAK. All right. Now the question, once again, guys, let me know in the comments below, which version of HORDAK do you prefer? And there's no wrong answer, guys. These are two amazing variants of HORDAK that the Mattel team has given us. All right. So, what is your favorite version? Let me know in the comments. Now, for me personally, guys, I have to go MasterVerse. I think they did an amazing job with the new Etheria version, all right, with HORDAK. This just the overall detail. Nothing against the cartoon collection. I think the cartoon collection is incredible. All right, they did like I said, they did a great job with the. I'm trying to get HORDAK right there. We go. I mean, just they did a great job with HORDAK, with the Filmation Cartoon Collection version of him. Beautifully done, guys. So yeah, personally, I do prefer the MasterVerse version over the Cartoon Collection. But the Cartoon Collection, I love the overall look to him. I love it came right out of the Filmation cartoon, the details, and of course, I guess you could say that MasterVerse, does give us more detail with the weapons and accessories with their figures. But but that's the downside with this version of HORDAK. They should have given us something more than just a time stop. Personally, with him, something else. I don't know. I mean, like I said, an arm cannon, or maybe even Imp. Even if Imp was like, his little buddy was, with him. I think that would have been a very nice to have with this version of HORDAK, and most likely I would have put him over the new Etheria version, having Imp with the cartoon collection. But there you go, guys. All right, let me know in the comments below, what is your favorite version of HORDAK out of these two variants, or any version of HORDAK that we have received from over the years. What is your overall favorite version of HORDAK in your collection? It could be from any timeline, from the vintage to the classics line, to the Princess Power line, to MasterVerse, to Origins, whatever you like. What is your favorite version of HORDAK in your collection, guys? All right, guys. I'd like to take time now, of course, to thank my subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. All right, thank you for doing these MasterVerse versus Origins video, guys. These are a lot of fun to do, and we do this every so often. It's having some fun. Just taking a look at an iconic character from both brands, and just having some fun. All right, so thank you for joining me today, guys. All right, don't forget to hit the notification bell for uploading new videos. And tomorrow, we'll be putting up. I'll be putting up some more shorts on the channel, guys. I got some great figures to put up. Like I said, I do have MasterVerse Wave 18 coming to the channel. From Anti-Attorney He-Man to Mosquitor and Montana, and also I have from the 2000X line the deluxe version of Beastman that has been shipped out to me. All right, so a lot's coming, guys. Oh, don't forget also that tomorrow the Stingor figure for pre-order is coming up on Tuesday, so stay tuned for that. All right, hope you be able to pick that up for your collection, guys. All right, so I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys real soon. Take care, and have a good one, everybody.